Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading, your Astro Dice reading. So it's interesting. A couple of things keep showing up. Neptune keeps showing up and the ninth house. And so there is this real need for everybody to connect in with their spirituality. So you have a seventh house, Scorpio. All right. So seventh house, Scorpio, and Neptune. All right, so Neptune is currently in retrograde in Pisces. I'm recording this actually on the day of the eclipse in Pisces that is conjunct that energy. And this is definitely about deepening our spiritual relationship. But when you have Scorpio and seventh house showing up, seventh house is partnership, intimate partnership, or it could be a business partnership. And when Scorpio shows up, Scorpio and Neptune working together, that is heightened intuition. It can be strong sexual chemistry. It can be jealousy and I don't get mad, I get even energy around a partnership. So it's either a really beneficial partnership. There could be a power dynamic that goes in. But when you have Neptune and Scorpio there, that is heightened intuition. This is about really paying attention to the information that comes through. Wow, you have 2 tens already on the table. So you are wrapping up a major cycle in order to begin a new cycle. Pluto, it rules Scorpio, and Pluto is going to come back into your sign. You're getting a little vacation, but you've already had a taste. You've already had a taste of that. Hold on. I am so sorry. I live in an apartment. Okay, so, what is this? You're getting ready to launch out on a new path, that's for sure. Okay, so 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands wants to take action, wants to take activity, wants to get moving forward. The obstacle here, okay, so we have the Star card showing up, and I know that typically everybody says the Star card is Aquarius's card. I personally don't think so. I think that the Tower is your card. I think that Aquarius will deliberately create chaos to create a restructuring in a way that is more beneficial. And I think that Pisces, where Neptune is the star energy. I think it is the universal healing energy. And so I do think that we really need to look at that, right? I think that restructuring, because Capricorn also rules your sign. Capricorn is about structure. The Tower is from I believe is also rules your sign, is about taking down, imploding something in order to build something up better, right? And so I think there's been a situation that that has probably nearing a completion, definitely nearing a completion, or it has recently completed, and now it's about how do I heal the situation? What is it that I want to do moving forward? And the good news is there's a lot here saying you're on the path. I really like that. So, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands in the area of what you're seeking information about. The 10 of Wands is the completion of a cycle. The 10 of Wands is about letting something go. Like you're harvesting though, right? You either gained a lot of information and knowledge, that could be a harvest, or you actually gained in finances, or right, you think of like a farmer at the end of the season, you know, that if they've done their job, they make more money than if nature may have attacked the crops, or they were just not efficient in what they did or effective. So this is about assessing almost what the harvest is. What when you're seeking the information out, what did I learn? How did I grow? How have I gained? Right? Like this cycle is completed, so what do I need to know about the cycle that completed in my life? What is it, the information that I need? And so Pluto actually getting ready to move into your sign for the next 2 decades is going to be a lot of looking at things from a different point of view. What have I learned? What have I gained? And how can I apply that to the future in order to build and to create and to grow something that is more important and more in tune and in alignment with what it is that I want. And so what's been draining your energy is the Four of Wands. Like feeling unstable, feeling like things are not the happiness that you were hoping for. I feel like it feels like crop failure. And crop failure doesn't necessarily mean farming. Like it's something that you invested a lot of time, energy, effort, like you know, energy, effort, spiritual commitment to, emotional commitment to something, right? That you poured a lot of yourself into, and it did not yield the results that you had anticipated and hoped for. And so, trying to figure out how and where I go from here. What do I do now? Where do I fit in? How do I take the lessons I've learned and allow myself to heal and grow from this? And the good news is you're figuring it out. So, take the high ground, right? When I see Scorpio here, I don't get mad, I get even. That happens a lot with Scorpio. That is an attitude. I don't get mad, I get even. But when they have in the area of transforming the Seven of Wands, they're saying stand on the high ground. This isn't about getting even. This isn't about being mad. This is about looking at who you are and trusting who you are and that your value systems matter. And if something you've outgrown it or it didn't come out the way you thought, or there were things hidden that you didn't recognize, and there's growth that comes from that. And so this is about believing in yourself and in your values and who you are and what it is that you want out of life, and trusting that, because the key to the situation here is the Ten of Cups. And so we were looking for how to bring in emotional fulfillment into our lives, where we feel satisfied in all the levels. Like sometimes, you can be in a relationship where this part's really working great, like the money, the stability financially, that's all good, but I'm not being fulfilled emotionally. And that can be a problem. Or we're not on the meeting of the minds. We can't have like a conversation about anything of importance, which for an Aquarius would be an emotional fulfillment thing, right? I know that in relationships I've been in, if I can't have like an intelligent conversation about a variety of subjects, I get bored and I can't stay in that relationship. So I think Aquarius is like that too. I think all the air signs really need to be able to have conversation. And so, but it fills one of these 10 cups, right? That ability to connect on a deeper level into some area, right? And so are all 10 cups filled? When it's a 9 of cups, that's about your ability to fill all of your own cups. But that 10 of cups requires the partnership, the 7th house here, being able to connect with somebody that not completes you, but that is compatible, that is complementary, that fills in a gap, right? That it's not you're complete and whole on your own. But when you're in a partnership, you want, a flow, right? So what's really great here is moving forward, you have the 6 of Swords. And so the 6 of Swords is about being able to move into calmer emotional waters. It is about healing. And so where you've been struggling here with the healing energy, it's coming in. Okay? And so this is a current situation. So this is really positive, and it is a period of time that for each of you will have a different length of time. And so you can't judge how long something is taking, right? Venus is getting ready to move into Scorpio. She doesn't really like to be there, but she rules Libra. And so she rules the house of partnership, the 7th house. And I do think some of that will aid you in finding your own sense of value, your own sense of worth, right? We don't find our value and worth in a relationship. What we find in a relationship is somebody, in a healthy relationship, we find somebody who appreciates our value and our worth. It's not the same thing as they give us value and worth. It's that they appreciate ours and we appreciate theirs. And that is a really important component in a healthy relationship. So, moving forward in the area of resources, you have the Page of Cups. And so this Page of Cups is interesting, though. Excuse me, I might sneeze. My weird little sneeze. Okay, you have the Page of Cups. If you notice, they're small. They're 3 little birdies. It's new knowledge and new wisdom, but it's a new community. So in the area of resources, you're looking for a new tribe, right? a group of people that connect with you, because it's cups, in an emotional way. This could be co-workers. It could be, if you're a student, it could be classmates. It could be, a friends group. You may be shifting because they're babies. You may be shifting your friends group, especially if you've had a relationship breakup. Friends kind of get divided up, unfortunately. But then you branch into new groups where you find new people who resonate with the energy of who you are now. I love that in the heart space, you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the Lord of his manner. He is in the heart space. This means you know who you are. And look at all that knowledge and wisdom, right? It's almost like by osmosis, you're receiving the information. He's peering into the candle, which means he's connected to spirit. There's a sense of confidence here, right? The king of the jungle, right? And so I think that the decision, the shift, the change, I think you're going to feel more confident as you move forward. And you're definitely moving into new territory because we have the Fool, right? So again, this could be a business partnership. Sometimes too, it's that first job that you had, that first place that you lived, right? That's the first time you partnered with something in a new way. So maybe you were at a job for a long time, it just doesn't work anymore for you. So maybe you move to a new department, you meet new people, maybe you move to a new job altogether, a new entity. I'm actually thinking of like a school teacher who has been teaching second grade and no longer wants to do it, now wants to teach fourth grade, or they want to move to a new school district or something. I feel that kind of energy around this because it was something that was new interaction, and then at some point there was a growth. Now there's kind of that energy going on here too. All right, so we have the Falcon. The Falcon says, use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. You're very wise. You're very aware. You're very, right? Queen of Swords, you see this stuff, right? There is a need here to trust yourself, right? To trust your knowledge and your wisdom, and to create, right? To create the environment in which you want to be in. You have the Osprey. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. These are both birds of prey. These are both birds that go for what they want. What's interesting to me, though, is that the Osprey hunts for fish along the Gulf. They will sit up on the light posts along the bridge, and you watch them all day spinning and diving and hunting, right? And so they are diving into the emotional waters. They're looking for the abundance emotionally. So you have both here. There is definitely a situation where, when something is not working, being willing to walk away and move in the direction that you want to go. And when Neptune is in retrograde, which it currently is, Neptune in retrograde has a lot of clarity around their emotional situation. They are not as dispersed. I actually like Neptune in retrograde better than Neptune moving direct, because when it's moving direct, what's nice is you see all the unlimited potentials, but it's really hard to pick one. But when it's in retrograde, you're like, oh, you know what? Not that, not that. I like that, I like that, I like that. Of those, which one do I want to try first? So, do be discerning in which way you go. Don't delay. You have the Siren. A temptation may lead you astray. And so this becomes really important, that you become the King of Wands. Like knowing what you want. And look how he's just laying there waiting for it to come to him. This Fool is also just laying around. I'm looking. Okay, so he's playing 5-card stud, it looks like. He has the Queen of Hearts, the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Diamonds, the 10 of Spades, and the 7 of Hearts. So, if you're playing 5-card stud, that's not really a great hand. I mean, you do have the Ace, but if you're playing euchre, and spades are trump. It's not a bad hand. You could win with that. So it's kind of a matter of taking a risk, going for it. This is totally cracking me up. I had an ace-10 hand like that, 2 suited, though. That's 3 suited. I called up Trump and somebody else. Gave them the bower and totally wiped the floor with them. All right, so that's what that's looking at to me. So this is going to be stepping out and moving in a new direction. And this 8 of Wands is about taking action now, right? This overall energy is 8 of Wands. This is moving forward. Both of these birds of prey are seeing what you want and going for it. And this is a warning to not get distracted. If you know what it is that you really want and what's going to emotionally fulfill you, don't settle for something else. Go for what it is you really want, because I feel like it's available to you. All right. I'm on Facebook every day. I do the astrology and pull cards for it. I started a new YouTube channel. Both of these links are in the description box below. That one is going to be more focused on astrology than pulling cards. We'll see how that goes too. And because I really like combining both. I am open for personal readings if you're interested in that. The link for that is in the description box below. Aquarius, you're setting out on a new journey. I think you've already completed this. But now you're in this healing process. It becomes important that you stay in your integrity, because when you have the siren here with the 7 of Wands, your integrity matters. So you stay in your power, you stay in your integrity, and then you're willing to go for what it is that you really want, because that's how you'll be successful. All right, guys, you take care. I'll talk to you soon.